With these 5 online jobs or freelance skills, you can start making money very quickly and living the amazing digital nomad lifestyle. During the past 3 years living here in Southeast Asia, I met a lot of people doing 2 to 6k USD per month with these methods. So I have seen what actually works well, and I'm here in the co-working space, so I will ask a few people how did they get started and what do they do for a living from Bali. And I will also share my own experience, what I did for the first few years being a digital nomad. You can be successful with any of these, but some business models work better for different kind of people. So keep watching to find out which one is best for you, your personality type and the lifestyle you want. And you can get a full location freedom with this faster than you think. So the first one is language teacher or tutor or even translation service. So this is one of the easiest ways to start making money online quickly if you already have the skill for the languages. For example, I have met a lot of people teaching English for Chinese kids, but usually for those you need to be a native English speaker from the countries like US, UK, Australia. And the negative I have heard, for example, teaching the Chinese kids for the Chinese companies is that the hours are not flexible at all. It's very strict. You really need to show up every day the exact times, and it's not the most flexible and freedom-giving job for sure. But you can make quite good money with it super fast. So if you want to start living this lifestyle and just start making money with some way online, this can be a good option if you have the language skills. And another way I have heard from many people is, for example, doing a translation service for German companies between German and English. So I think if you have 2 language skills that are really good, there's many opportunities you don't even know about online. You can just search and find a lot of different jobs and freelance gigs. And the next option is a video editor, basically for long form video, for YouTube videos, for example, or short form for TikTok, Instagram, Shorts, all these things. And it's crazy how much demand there is for all these services, because a lot of creators want to have an editor for long form and also have someone to cut the long form videos or podcasts to shorts, TikToks. And of course there's also so many companies and businesses who want reels and these kind of videos edited for them for their socials and ads and everything. So there's a lot of opportunity in this niche. And I'm personally looking for an editor for my long form YouTube videos, and it's so difficult. There's so many people sending me cold emails, and one tip I can give, just make sure if you cold approach, make the email really good with your portfolio and what you can do and how it works and everything. If it's well done and you have good skills for editing, which is quite easy to learn online quite quickly, you can get good jobs with this. And editing videos of course gives you a lot of freedom when it comes to the location and also the times you do the work. So it's a really good job to start in the beginning, and also of course down the line if you get a lot of clients you can also make it more like an agency and start hiring editors and buy back some of your own time while increasing the business. And one tip is when you're getting these freelance jobs, you can of course use the famous websites like Upwork and Fiverr, but for example I have one French friend who is using a French website for freelancing and these services, which seems to work really good for him. He's getting lots of clients from there. So if you speak certain language, it can be quite much easier to get jobs from that country than online, worldwide in English. And of course, to look very professional, it's good to have a website for your business, which is where Hostinger comes in, who is the sponsor of this video. Hostinger website builder is powerful but easy to use. One of the great things about Hostinger is that you can save lots of time using its AI features. I'm going to show you now how it works. As you can see, Hostinger is also a very affordable way to build your professional website or an online shop. And once you logged in, you can start building the website with the AI. And there's just a couple of things we need to fill in here. And today I'm creating a website for a coaching service for nomads. And boom, we have a first draft for the coaching website, and it took only a minute and it already looks pretty nice. You can easily edit any part on your website, and there's also many AI features you can use. Let's try the AI logo maker. Oh, perfect. I actually really like the first 2. And your Hostinger plan includes everything you need to run your business, like free domain and email attached to it. There's a link in the description to sign up, and when you use my code YOSE, you will get an additional 10% off the paid plans. And the third option is sales. There are so many remote jobs for sales, and often they can be done without any expensive and long education, which is a really good thing to get quickly started. And as many of the more high-ticket sales jobs are done with like Zoom meetings, you can do it on your computer anywhere in the world. Of course, it really depends a little bit like where can you be for the time zone of the calls. So that's the limiting factor with the sales. So yeah, I have met a lot of people who make really good income with sales like this, and you can find the job, of course, with a lot of companies in different websites. And of course, there's also many big creators and entrepreneurs and influencers who need sales rep for different high-ticket courses and coaching offerings and stuff like that. So there's a lot of also possibility to get a job like that. But yeah, what I hear from people that the biggest complaint is that you need to have the call specific time, and sometimes it doesn't really fit the time zone you are in. And also, of course, you need to be super extroverted so you actually have energy to day after day like learn the skill and keep doing it, like talking to people all the time again and again and again. So if you are a person like that, then it can be a really good way to get started. But if you're introvert like I am, definitely like I couldn't do sales.
Hi, I'm Marvin. I'm from Germany. I'm a copywriter. At the same time, I also do LinkedIn ghostwriting. That's how I finance my life right now. And yeah, right now we're in Bali. I do this already since like 1 year. Before that, I was in sales. I could also work remotely, but to be honest, I hated it to be, always on time with like customers in Germany. How did I get started? I saw an advertisement on Instagram about an academy about copywriting like 1 year ago. So I said like, okay, let's join it. And from that point on, it was a clear structure and showed you how to do it, how to approach and how to get clients. I do this mostly via LinkedIn. It's the best platform still to get it. And there's a clear system how to do it. You just post content and then via, with time, people will contact you and you will find clients and then you can have a good life.
And guys, if you're getting value out of this video, like and subscribe. There's a lot more coming for different digital nomad topics. And the next business model is a social media manager. So this is what I would say is the most common way people make money as freelancers here in Bali and Southeast Asia and everywhere. And it makes sense because there's so many people, brands, hotels, companies that need social media these days, like posting a lot of like infographics and content of their own. It's not only about like editing the videos as I talked before, but there's so much more that goes into that job of also like copywriting and everything. You need to basically know a lot of skills to do this job well, but the skills are quite easy to learn online and it doesn't take a long time to get started. And yeah, again, it seems like it's easier to get started with this, for example, if you're German, for German influencers and companies, but it's online, so you can do it from Bali but for local companies in certain area, because when it comes to English and worldwide there's just so much competition, especially when you're starting out. It can be quite hard to find clients. And with this also it's easy to turn it into an agency. When you have more clients, you just need to hire someone to do the job for more and more clients and scale it up.
Hi, my name is Matan and I work with content creators and I partner up with them. Basically, I'll run their info products. So mentorships, courses, coaching programs, and I'll basically market and run the systems for them. And the content creator, they just have to create the content and they don't worry about anything else.
So with many of these things, it's good if you have some future possibilities of making the business bigger and make it more passive for yourself, because I've heard a lot of people who do freelance jobs like this. After a long time, they're a little bit of annoyed or bored of like doing different, like you need to do so many different jobs for different clients, like it's so many different things all the time, so it can be quite consuming when you do it for years.
It felt like when you have a lot of clients and you're working as a freelancer, it's just my experience, I don't know, maybe you guys have different experience, but for me it was hard because then the one client says, can you change this and can you change this again, and the work was not so paid well.
And also what I hear from lots of people, that after they have done freelancing for a year or two, they feel like they really want to do something like their own thing for themselves instead of working for other people. And that's where we come to the part of the video where I explain what did I do to get started. Basically, I lived in Finland. I didn't make any money online. I didn't have any income streams, didn't know anybody who was doing anything. I just had the dream to move to Bali. And how I started, I got a remote IT job, which was quite reliable way to make money for me for the upcoming few years. So this is what I have done until the beginning of this year, when I quit it and focused fully on YouTube. But yeah, IT job, if you can find any online job like that, that is quite simple, so it's not super complicated or need any crazy skills. I was mostly just like handling some Excel sheets and like simple stuff, so I could do it remotely. I actually got it because I had a summer job when I was in uni in that company. So I just asked them like, hey, do you have any job for me? I could help you with anything, but I need to do it remotely. And they actually realized that, yeah, they have a lot of things that I could do, and they were fine with me doing it remotely. So this is one way that I really recommend. If you can get a simple job like that, it's flexible hours, you can do it on your own time, and it pays pretty well. So it was really good, so I could just support my lifestyle with that job while building my YouTube channel and not being super stressed about money for the first few years. And yeah, since like February, March this year, I've been fully just having a YouTube as my job and business, and supporting myself really well for like $4,000 to $6,000 per month income just from the YouTube, and different income sources with that. Just when I had like 25,000 and now almost 50,000 subscribers. So something I would recommend is that if you want to have a YouTube channel or you want to make money like I do, just living my life and sharing my experience and my tips, start it early, because people really like to connect with people and their journey and experience. So you can just start documenting your journey, how you building something, learning something, or getting started with something. It's a really good starting point for personal brand and channel on YouTube. And very future-proof job, because AI can't really replace the human connection. And what I notice myself and what I hear from a lot of people, even when you have like under 1,000 subscribers, when you're just starting out on YouTube, people still find your videos. Often they realize that they want to hire you for some freelance stuff because they see that you have some skills that they need. So it's a really good way to get clients, even when you have a really small channel. So those are the top 5 business models I see the most people doing, and I have experience and also see working really well.